part-time job. I work third shift at Ulta Distribution here in Chambersburg. So I do Pampered Chef during the day after 2 o'clock, after I get up. So send me a message if you need help. But like Becky said, if she's not available, I'm available for you as well.
Absolutely. Because that's really what that's really what it's all about, and more so than that, guys, feel free that there's a lot of you guys that have been with me for a while now. So if you ever really, my preferred method for you guys would be to just post your questions on the team page. Okay. And the reason I say that is because number one, either myself or Tiffany are going to get back to you. But more than that, it lets everybody else on the team page, maybe they have the same question and they're just too afraid to ask the question, okay? So it's going to help them and it's helping you at the same time. So it just helps our team ultimately, to be able to grow. And then the other thing is, our team page sometimes goes a little flat where there's not a lot of interaction, and I would love to see you guys having those conversations because, yes, I've been doing this for 8 years and I love what I do, but you guys are also doing virtual shows and cooking shows. And so you may have some different experiences than what I can offer, or also, a different perspective on things that people need to hear. So the more that we can post on the team page, I think the better overall it will be for everyone, especially as far as learning goes. So, well, thank you, Miss Tiffany. Thanks for sharing that. Looks like we had a couple other people hop on. Hey, Miss Angie. Hey, Laura.
Hey.
I think that's the only ones that have hopped on that I didn't say hi to.
I'm driving, so I may cut out here and there.
No worries. Will you be safe driving? My goodness. Okay, so I thought we would kind of start off with some of the programs that we have running right now. Since we do have a large amount of people that are brand new, you may not be familiar with some of the recognition that we do for the team. And so I'm going to share the screen and we're going to talk about the first one, which is our monthly recognition program. So this applies to everybody that's in the WOLFPACK, so my personal team and also Tiffany's personal team as well. So everybody that's in our organization. The thing about this program is that you guys are responsible for tracking your own progress, okay? So it kind of puts the monkey on your back to make sure that you are tracking this. If you're ever looking for this information, it is within our WOLFPACK team doc, which I'm going to talk more about that here in a little while. So basically the way that this works is you're going to track that, if every recruit, you're going to earn $4 Pampered Chef dollars for, okay? So when you earn recruit 1, you get $4, recruit 2, you earn $4, recruit 3, you get $4. When you reach $1,000 in sales, you get $1, $2,500, you get $1. If you beat your director, you get $1. $3,500 in sales, you get $4, okay? And then the GB15 is green by 15. You guys that are new will hear us say this a lot. And what does it mean to be green by 15? Who can tell us? Who can shout it out other than me and Tiffany?
Submit a show over $150 by the 15th of the month.
Exactly. That means you're active. That's what we consider being active. The other thing that does when you're green by 15 is it lets you be able to get 2 paychecks in the month. Okay, so our sales run from the 1st to the 15th. Anything that you submit show-wise or any orders that are placed on your website, you get paid on the 21st for, okay? Anything that is submitted from the 16th through the end of the month, you get paid on the 7th of the following month. So if you're always submitting shows the first half and the second half of the month, then you're always getting 2 paychecks every single month. So that's why when you see us encouraging you guys to be green by 15, that's what it's all about, making sure that you guys are earning the maximum amount of money that you possibly can with your businesses. So what are you supposed to do with this? So you guys are to save this picture and then track everything all throughout the month. Anytime you reach one of these milestones for the month, put a little check mark on it. And then it's your job, the beginning of the next month. So let's say right now we're tracking the month of March, right? Because we're in March. So when April 1st comes, between April 1st and April 10th, you have to take your picture with your check marks and actually post it on our team page, tag me in it, okay? So that I make sure that, you know, I see the post. And then on the 11th is when I will message you with your Pampered Chef dollars, okay? So it's just an extra way to earn some Pampered Chef dollars that you guys can then turn around and use on products or on supplies, whatever you want to use them for. So again, that information is saved in our WOLFPACK team doc. Who can tell me where the WOLFPACK team doc is? Ooh. Nobody knows? Does anybody know what
I think we should give points for participation.
I know, I like it.
Files of the group page.
We'll have to start doing that. So who knows what I'm talking about when I say WOLFPACK team doc? Anyone?
I do.
You do. What is it?
It is an awesome set of Google documents that is like everything you will need ever.
Yes, absolutely. My little fingers worked for 6 hours making that for you guys. I really wanted a one-stop shop for the team. So many times we run different programs, we run, you know, different ideas and suggestions, and when new outlines come out, and you know, when you guys are always looking for words to book shows, and you guys know I always post words, but it's really a place that you can click one link and it's going to take you to everything you possibly need, any questions that you could need answered. So I want you guys to get in the habit of referring to that document first before you send a message, right? So you guys need to use your resources that you have available. And then if you're still not sure where to find something, then reach out. But I can promise you, if you take the time to look through the document, you're going to find a large amount of the questions you're typically going to ask right there at your fingertips, okay? So I'm going to open it up and share so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the Google Doc, right? So if you're at our team page, let me go. Who can tell me where to find it? Does anybody know where you find it?
Posted in our group.
Yep, where at in our group?
Should be under the files if I'm correct.
You're close. You're very close.
The post for it as well, because I keep referring back to that for everything.
So it is saved when you go onto the WOLFPACK team page and you click announcements. It is the post that's right there in announcements. Okay? So when you open it up, this is exactly what it's going to look like. Over on the left-hand side, you guys are going to see that it's got different, like, let's say I was looking for words to book April shows, okay? So I can click right here, booking words. Oh, wait a minute. Virtual parties. And it's going to take me right to booking words for April, which I just added and updated the other day. Did anyone see that I posted that I had updated it? Oh, yeah. Looks like we need to visit the team page some more. What do you guys think? Okay, so all of your words that you guys could be using right now to book your April shows are right there at your fingertips. Literally, guys, all you're going to do is copy this message or copy these words, paste it into a message, make sure to change the name for the people and anything specific in there, and you're pasting it. That's all you're doing. I'm taking all the real work away from you guys by spoon feeding the words to you. So you not only have words to use for April, there's words to use for virtual parties, words to use for cooking shows, birthday messages, how to follow back up with booking messages. So again, everything that you need for bookings is right here in this document, right in one spot. So let's say you are a brand new consultant, as many of you guys are. When you open this document up, you're going to see a section right here. It says new consultant, start here. When you click, anything that's in blue is a link for you to click, okay? So when you click this link right here, this is what's going to open up. This opens up a resource just for new consultants, okay? So it's got everything that you need to start your business and continue for the next 90 days. So again, right here, there's booking words for you to book your shows. If you click it, it takes you down. Here's words. If you're looking to book virtual parties, here's the words for you to copy and paste and send out to people. If you're looking to book cooking shows, here's the words to copy and paste as a new consultant for you. So again, every single thing at your fingertips. You know, let's say you're getting a bunch of no's and you don't know how to overcome them. There's a whole section right here of how to overcome booking, what we call booking objections. Okay. So we've tried to make this as seamless as possible for you guys. There's information down here about recruiting. If you are ready to start growing your team and want to try for our, you know, cash bonuses, that whole program is right here for you. Okay. Down here, there's a call to action. So make sure if you're a new consultant that you're talking to your director at least once a week, that you're taking the 48-hour challenge, which is really, it's just about getting those shows booked, you know, taking 20 to 30 minutes a day to send messages out to people to get your calendar going as being a new consultant. We have a new consultant rewards program for you. And so again, if you're right here on the earn rewards section, if you click this link right here, it's going to take you right to the rewards program. And it explains everything in detail right there for you. Okay, so that's a little bit about the outline as far as the Google Doc goes. Now let's say, you know, you're good. You don't feel like a new consultant anymore, right? You're ready to really like take your business to the next level. So when you're looking down the original form, so again, here's the form when you open it, here's the new consultant section. As you're going down through, everything is here for you. Any team trainings that we have are right here in this spot for you. Okay, so let's say you missed tonight's team meeting, okay? See how I posted the recording right here for this pop-up? If you click that link, it's gonna take you to the recording of that training that we did. Okay, so it's right there for you. Tonight, here was the link. All you would need to do is come to this document, click this link, and it will bring you right onto Zoom, right where you need to be. March 22nd, again, this is something I just added to here. It's a new event that we created. So again, if you have not joined our opportunity group that we have for our team, here's the link you can click. It'll take you right to the Facebook group for you to join. So what I suggest is that every month, the beginning of the month, because I will be updating this, like I'll update this the last week of March for April. So is to come in here the beginning of the month and write down all the important team dates on your calendar. That way you can plan to be on, you know, to attend any of the trainings that you would like to attend. So as you've seen earlier, we were talking about the monthly Pampered Chef bonus. So here is all of the information that you need on the bonus program, right down here, okay? So it explains that you're responsible for tracking your numbers, save the image, put a check mark on it as you've reached those milestones, post it on the team page no later than the 10th of the month. Now, Miss Beth is gracious enough that she always gives us a reminder like the 5th of the month, just to remind you guys. So be out on the lookout. She's my official reminder person for this program. So make sure you're watching. If you haven't posted, she will send out a reminder. Okay. So that's a little bit about this document. So all of the specials, anything you can earn as a consultant, the information's here for you. Your upcoming host specials and guest specials are right here for you. The promotion for new consultants is right here for you. There's also any of the wording and verbiage that you need. And then we also have our leadership program that we just started not that long ago with our stars. And anybody that is working on earning your stars, I have the stars made. I have the big, huge stack of them, but my husband's bandsaw broke. So we haven't been able to get the stars all cut apart for me to start mailing the pieces yet, but we're working on it. All right, so any questions at all on that Google Doc? Is there anything you guys would like to see to be put there that's not there already? Anything that would be helpful to you guys? Everybody's quiet. Okay. All right. Well, I will keep updating it. As long as people are looking at it, I will definitely keep updating it. So just make sure, though, that you guys are tracking yourself for that rewards program. Because, again, if the 11th comes and you haven't, posted your picture with your personal sales and check mark recognition, it's not valid. Okay. So you're responsible to make sure that it's posted by the evening of the 10th. Okay. So we talked about the recognition program. We talked about the team document. How many of you guys know what the special is for new consultants this month? How much does it cost to sign up this month?
$39.
$39. Would you guys all agree that's an amazing deal? So Yvonne, is that what finally brought you to sign up the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, $39. Let's see, Ashley, was that what did it for you? Yeah. So guys, it is an amazing deal, right? But it's not really an amazing deal if we're not sharing it with people. Okay? The more we hold that to ourselves, you're not giving people the opportunity to say no to you. Okay? You're automatically saying no for them. So I plead with you guys and ask you guys, of any month that you're ever going to sign people up, this is the month to do it. Okay? You really are not only setting yourself up for success, but you're also setting them up for success too. Think about it. If you had the opportunity when you became a consultant to start off for $70 less, than the small kit, would any of you guys been able to jump all over the $39 deal? How many of you guys would have signed up if it was only $39? Yeah, most people would. Because $39 is really only like a pedicure, $39 is like a tank of gas, right? $39 is, a night out at a fast food restaurant for my family. So when you talk to people about the opportunity that way, that really, they're only out $40, even if it doesn't work out. They're not out a whole lot of money. So those people that have been on the fence, that are sitting there and they're waiting for the opportunity to join until money isn't an issue for them, those are the people that you really need to be reaching out to. The ones that have said, man, I would really, really love to do this, but I just don't have the money right now. The people that have said, oh, well, I have too many Pampered Chef products already. The people that have said to you in the past, why do I need to buy a kit? Because I only want to do virtual parties. Okay. All of those people fit into this category with the $39 and then some. So I know I've heard too in the last couple of weeks that some of you guys are concerned with the fact that you may be a brand new consultant. You may not be a brand new consultant, okay? But maybe you're just not yet comfortable with your own personal business. And why would you want to share this with someone else when you're still learning yourself? Okay. Well, where did Marty go? Did she leave already? I think Marty already hopped off. She fell asleep. She already went to bed. So let me ask, okay, Carolyn's on with us. Carolyn, you were a brand new consultant and you shared it with 3 people already, and you just went over your 30 days. Why for you was it easy to share the business opportunity with people, even though you were a brand new consultant?
It was just that I was excited about it, and I still am. It was just really easy. And last month I made over $800 for my first month. And I know several of my friends, we all work in the school system. If anybody knows about school system and teachers, they don't get paid very much. And so having an extra $800 is great. And so I've just been telling people about it just because I'm excited. I think it's awesome and great opportunities.
So let me ask you, how has your experience been so far? Even though you were learning a brand new business yourself, right? And now you have team members. Have you felt like you've been left hanging to field all those questions?
Oh, definitely not.
Been supported.
Yeah, no, definitely not, because Tiffany's been there. And then if I couldn't reach Tiffany, you were there. And if not, both of you were there. So yeah, exactly. No, I was never left hanging.
Okay. So I want you guys to take that away. Okay. I want you guys to if you take nothing else away tonight, that's the one thing I want you guys to take away tonight, is the fact that even if you're brand new in this business, or you're somebody in this business that's just not quite sure about having a team, I don't want you guys to not offer the business to people, because you're taking the opportunity away from someone that could potentially need it. Okay? You guys know I started this business and then I lost my full-time career job, went from 6 figures to poverty in 24 hours, right? Had I not been given this opportunity, I've told you 1,000 times, I have no idea where my life would be right now. Okay? So by us not asking because we're afraid for our own personal reasons, that we don't know how to support a new person because we're still learning ourselves, I want you guys to take that thought out of your head. Okay? I want you guys to know that that is what I'm here for. That is what I signed up for. Okay? That is why I choose to move up in leadership in this company, is because my job, and then my favorite part about this job, is helping to support you guys and reach your own dreams and goals. Okay? So if you're a brand new consultant or you're a 5-year consultant, sharing the opportunity with people is just a part of our job. It's just a part of it, right? So if you were someone that were working a 9-to-5, how many of you guys have ever worked retail before? Raise your hands. Okay. Has anyone ever worked retail and part of your job was to offer the credit card for that company to every customer? Okay. Well, I know me and my girl Heather did, right? And it was the one part when I ran a register that sucked, like sucked. But I had to do it because it was part of my job, right? Didn't really want to offer people a credit card, but if I didn't do it, I wasn't doing my job. That's really what it boils down to, guys, is that the opportunity and sharing it is just a part of what we do, okay? If you don't offer the opportunity to people, you're automatically saying no for them. You're taking their choice away. They don't have a choice in it. So maybe you're someone that's just like, I don't want a team. I could care less about having a team. That is absolutely okay. And guess what? I don't expect you to train them. But that is what Tiffany and myself are here for. When we promoted to a director and above, that's what we signed up for, because that's part of what our job is. Okay? So I want you guys all raise
Can I
your
add
hand.
something back?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
And when you're asking about the business to somebody, don't automatically, like Becky has said, don't automatically assume or make that decision for them, because my recent consultant, Amanda, who can't be on tonight, she just had a party last month, and she didn't have a qualifying party, but she made a qualifying party by adding another order to get her a qualifying party. But I never in my wildest dream thought that just because she had a unqualifying party that she was going to say yes to this. So don't answer that question for them, because you don't know, just because they might not have, I'm speaking of just hosts, just because they might not have a qualifying party doesn't mean that they won't be successful at this business, finding a different avenue of finding business for themselves.
And that brings up a really good point. Okay. So a lot of times we're working with people, we're doing virtual parties, the show's not qualified. So we don't even ask them because their party's not qualified, right? So we assume in our minds that, okay, well, she didn't get any orders. How's she ever going to start a business? So I want to ask you guys a question right now. If you had the choice between signing up between a person that you don't know, okay, or placing an order under someone that you don't know or someone that's your friend, which one are you going to choose? You're going to choose your friend, right? Wouldn't you choose your friend? So what I see a lot of times is people that don't have successful virtual parties as a host, when they do decide to sign up, they have oodles and oodles and oodles of orders because their friends would much rather support them and their personal business adventures than a consultant that they have no idea who you are. They don't know you from Tom. Okay? So don't assume just because their party doesn't qualify that just means that they're not going to have a successful business, because I've totally seen it game-changing, completely opposite happen. So again, we are choosing the answer for them if we don't ask. Our job is to just simply put the cards on the table, right? The worst thing that they're going to tell you is no. They're not going to stomp their feet and never speak to you again if you ask them if you could change their life. But I'll tell you this, that if they're in the situation like I was, where every dollar counts, and you don't ask them to join your team, they go to a party a week later and that consultant asks them to join their team, they're going to sign up. And then how bad are you going to feel when you didn't ask and someone else did? So look at it with a lot of perspectives, not just from our own personal feelings, but really from the feelings of other people and how you can help them. Is there any questions on the $39 promotion at all? Okay.
Has everybody made an effort to put it out there in every group that you guys have had or every party that you've had? Have you offered it?
And that's something that you can do. You know, say you're in a situation right now where, you know, your people are very limited, but you've done, you know, maybe 5 or 10 virtual parties in the past 6 months or 3 months or whatever. Go back into those parties. You know, they're still open unless you went in and manually closed them down. Go back into those parties and post a promotion. Hey guys, just wanted to follow up with you. Check out what you can do for $13 this month, you know, and post the promotion in there. Because again, you know, timing is everything. Timing is everything for people. So what, you know, 3 months ago wasn't good for someone, now it could be. So how many of you guys remember in the month of January when we had a team meeting and I talked about a recruiting challenge? Does anyone remember that? For the first quarter, and then we would run one for the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Does anybody remember that? Yeah? Some yes, some no? Okay. So let's revisit that because the first quarter is almost over. So basically what happens is every person that brings on a new team member gets a ticket into a drawing that will be held on April 1st, okay? Because that's when the next quarter will start. So anybody that has recruited so far, January, February, or March, if you've recruited, kudos, because you have your little ticket in a little bowl sitting on my desk. And on April 1st, I'm going to pull a winner, and they're going to get a $25 Visa gift card. Whoop, whoop. Who likes free money? I like free money. Hello. And if it's someone else's money, I will gladly take it. So we will be doing that every single quarter. Okay. So the new quarter will be starting April. So it will be April, May, and June. July 1st, we'll pull the next winner. So we're going to do that all year long until the end of the year. At the end of the year, every single person that has recruited will go into a drawing for a $100 gift card at the end of the year. Now, does that raise a bell to someone? Does anyone remember? Oh, Mike remembers it now.
So you have the potential to win $200 of Becky's money.
Yeah. My husband won't like it, but that's okay. It's all good. Where's he at? He's not up here. I can say it loud. So anyway, so, you know, again, you know, just by sharing the opportunity, starting to grow a team, you're also, again, you have the opportunity to earn money in a whole nother way, right?
Just like Pampered Chef gives out incentives for every month for consultants to earn by doing your business, Becky is offering another incentive on top of that by you doing your business. So you have the opportunity to earn so much within Pampered Chef for free by working your business.
Well, so between the monthly. So
speaking of that, so what is the monthly special for consultants if they sell a certain amount? And what is the amount that they have to sell to get this product?
Does anybody remember?
Or this item?
Because mine just came in the mail. You guys seen it yesterday.
I can't wait till mine does.
The Mickey Mouse apron and $750 in sales.
That's exactly right.
And how far away are you, Brenda?
$118.
Hey, I see a face on here that just earned it. Hey, Miss Gail. Miss Gail just earned her Mickey Mouse apron.
Yes, she did.
Go on with your bad self, Miss Gail. Who else has earned it? Anybody else that's on here earned it yet? I know I have. Tiffany has. Anybody else? So if you have
Once I submit mine,
all right. If you have no other goal, shoot for 750, right? Shoot for 750. Why do you want a stinking Mickey Mouse apron so bad? Can anyone tell me why?
because we're going to Walt Disney World next summer.
Exactly. So our consultant promotion for travel this year is a trip for 4 to Disney World. Okay. So if you guys participate in the trainings and work your business, you could potentially earn a trip for 4 to Disney World. How many of you guys would love to go to Disney World and not pay for it and have Pampered Chef pay for it for you? Hello. Yes. So what would you do with that cute little apron? Any ideas of what you would do with it? How can you utilize that apron? Laura, were you starting to say something?
Free advertisement.
Free advertising. Heck yeah. What'd you say? I thought she said something else.
I'll step in.
Hi, Kathy.
Go ahead, Kathy.
Go for it, girl.
I work for Disney,
I
so
know.
that apron would be on me every time I was cooking. I love
Absolutely.
Disney.
Yes. Yes. Lucky her, she works at Disney. Oh.
Right. Pampered Chef is much calmer.
So Gail jumped in on our group chat and says live video in a virtual party. Absolutely. Ding, 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 ding. Hello. How are you doing? Apron in a virtual party. Yeah.
And you could also state in that the reason why you have it on and what your goal is. So
Exactly.
You can
And who
let them
wants to
know.
travel with you? Who wants to travel? Hello. I mean, again, it's another reason for someone to join, right? Someone that has never been to Disney and wants to go. I tell you, 5 years ago when we went to Disney, that was the first time in my entire life. I'm 40 years old. That was the first time that I've ever been because it's too expensive. We were never able to afford it to take our family. And so I traveled for free. I mean, hello, right? Just for doing my job. I got to travel and take my family to Disney. I mean, it was like a $10,000 trip when I got my 1099 too. So it wasn't no cheap trip for 6 people to go. For sure. So, utilizing that apron in a lot of different ways, taking pictures of yourself in your kitchen, taking pictures of yourself with products, so that you can add that personal touch throughout your virtual party, going live with the apron on when you're talking about recruiting. And when you do the Ask Me Anything post in the virtual outline, go live with that apron on and then do the Ask Me Anything post live. What else can you do? Go live in your VIP group, right? Wearing that apron. Go live on your personal page. Go live everywhere. Just go live. But you have to earn it first with $750 in sales. So $750 in sales, is it really hard to do? Not if you put your mind to it, right? Not really. You just got to put your mind to it and say, you know what? I'm going to reach this goal. Because if you're telling yourself right now, $750 is a lot. $750 is so much in sales. If you're telling yourself that, you're already giving yourself permission to say no, and I can't do it. But if you tell yourself, I'm going to earn that apron, then you're going to earn that apron.
So when do we have to spend that, sell that $750 by?
By the end of this month.
Okay.
Yep. So by the very end.
It's $750 in commissionable sales
that are submitted. Yeah.
Yes.
So I say that we should all earn a Disney apron so we can take a fabulous group picture in our Disney apron. I'm just saying.
Then we'd have to get ears.
Because wouldn't be the cutest WOLFPACK ever if we all had our Disney aprons on and in a picture. And I could even embroider a wolf on mine with Disney ears, I'm thinking. I think that could be kind of cool and fun. Because I am that person. Okay, so who knows what the host special is next month?
60% off of cookware.
60% off cookware. It's like one of my absolute favorite months okay? Because people wait all year long for our cookware to go on sale. Would anyone agree with that?
Yes.
Yes. Yvonne, remember all the parties that we've hosted with you to get the cookware? Yes. Yvonne waited for the cookware month. So how do we, right now, because we're in March, how do we book April shows using cookware right now? Throw out some ideas. What can we do?
Soft posts in our groups.
Soft post in your groups. What would a soft post look like, Miss Branda?
A picture of like making chicken in the grill press.
Okay, yeah. And nothing salesy, right? Nothing like, hey, everybody, book a show. No, we don't do that, right? That's not how we roll. What would we put on there, Jackie and Mike? They're like, why'd you pick on me?
Mike looked at Jackie like, your turn.
I love that.
Yeah, she always puts it on me.
I know, it's
We can
great.
have our kids do it. Like, look, our kids even love it or something. I don't know.
Absolutely. Something fun, right? The more fun you can make things in your business, the more it attracts people, okay? But the more salesy you make things look, the more it turns people off.
Mm-hmm.
So if your entire news feed is about your business, you're turning people away. I'll just put it out there. You're turning people away. If every post on your timeline says, hey, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, buy this. Hey, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. Book a party with me. Hey, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. Join my team. Guess what? People have already tuned you out about 20 posts back. They've stopped looking, right? But if you're utilizing your personal wall, and let's break this down. Your personal wall is for people to get to know you, right? Your personality. It's about you and your family. It's about you and your life. Does anyone know the rule with posting business versus posting your personal? Who can tell me what the number is? What's the percentage? What'd you say, Heather?
20-80. 20% business, 80% personal.
Exactly right. 20% business, 80% personal, right? So Ashley, you and your cute little puppy pictures, people want to see your puppy pictures.
Hold on.
Her puppy is the cutest thing ever. Oh my God. Look at this face. Sadie, you're just too cute. Oh, I want to just scratch her.
We've been listening to you the whole time.
Oh my gosh. So people want to get to know you as a person, okay? So you have friends, right? You make friends through your customers, through your hosts. They become your friends. People don't want to just know you as being a Pampered Chef consultant. They want to get to know the person behind the apron, as I like to say. Okay, because sometimes if somebody's on the fence with either hosting a party with you or joining your team, they are first looking at the person to see if they connect with the person first, right? So do you have things in common? Would your personalities, get along? Would you clash? If you're someone that's posting nothing but like, and I'm just going to throw it out there, but you can think whatever. If you're a Donald Trump basher and that's all you're posting on your timeline and you got, half of your customers are Donald Trump lovers, guess what? You've just turned off that half of people, right? Or exact opposite could be said. I'm not going political party. We're not having that conversation. I'm just saying if you're someone that's like, throwing out the F-bomb on every post, which I'm an F-bomb mom and I'm proud of it. You guys have heard me drop lots of them. But you don't ever see me posting the F-bomb all over my personal wall, right? Because there's a time and a place for everything. And people are watching you. People are watchers. Actually, people are stalkers. They're watching though. I promise you that. So your personal wall is a chance for people to get to know a side of you. Your VIP group is about your business, right? So what's the rule in your VIP group? So if your personal wall is 80-20, 80 personal and 20 business, what should the rule be in your group?
80 business and 20 personal.
Woo! I love it.
And
God,
you
I
have
love
a
it when my
rule
people
like
pay attention. My job is done here. I can go home. Oh, I am home. That's right. 20% personal, 80% business. Because again, you're going to have a portion of people that will join your VIP group that you're not friends with. So you still want to give them the opportunity to get to know you, right? So Jackie and Mike posting pictures of their kids using products is the perfect way to let them help to get to know you, right? So there's a difference between hard selling and soft selling. Who can tell me what the difference is?
Well, hard selling would be, posting stuff, the pictures on there, but then saying,
Get this for this much.
yeah, this product's this month or this much money, or this is the product for this month special or whatever,
Absolutely.
Actually trying to sell the product.
Right, exactly. And now is it a bad thing to always soft sell and not hard sell once in a while?
As long as you're not hard selling all the time,
Exactly. Guys, there is a method to the madness of sales, okay? When people feel like all we look at them is the next sale and the next dollar sign, then there's an issue, right? So the same can be said with the 80-20 rule with hard sell versus soft sell. 80% of soft sell posts, 20% of hard sell posts. It's always an 80-20% that you want to walk. Because you don't want people to feel like, well, shoot, man, all she wants to do is, for me to buy stuff. All she wants to do is for me to book a show. Like, what value are you bringing to the table? Because that's really, really, really why people connect with you in a different way. So if you're in my VIP group, you see that I don't hard sell very often at all in there. It's more about, here's a recipe, here's the tools I use, bam, that's my post. Because people want to see the product and what they can do with it. They don't care about, that it's dishwasher safe and it can go in the microwave and blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares about that. They can read that stuff, right? They can read it in a catalog. They can go online and look at it. But what they want to know is how that product is going to go into their kitchen and cook dinner for them. That's really what matters to them. And so when you utilize pictures of your face with the products or your children's face with the products, now you're connecting the best of both worlds. You're bringing you into the picture, which is making it more personal. And you're also soft selling that product because you're giving them a benefit of the product. So would you guys all agree when you look down through the outline that that's pretty much how the posts are written? That it's pretty soft selling, right? It's not, hey, Ashley, buy this. Hey, Ashley, book a show. Hey, Ashley, join my team. It's not like that. And that's the way that your posts need to really be a reflection of how the outline is worded, okay? So offering the benefits versus just worrying about the features. So any questions on any of that so far? So what kind of things could you post in your group right now with cookware? I'll tell you guys my absolute favorite thing I've ever done, and I did it the last time cookware was on sale, but I want to hear some of your ideas while I grab a drink. Which means you have to talk. I hear crickets. Man, that was a great conversation. Wow. Great ideas, guys.
Okay, I'll join in.
Yay!
And say something. As I dropped everything. Anyway, what I had done this on my last 4 parties, they were done together. Several of my hosts had said that they really liked the stones. And so I figured I'd push the stones. And so I had given them a challenge if they would go ahead and if the host was able to sell like 10 stones, that I would go ahead and personally take $5 off of every order that had the stone. Either that, there was another one that I said that I would put their names in a hat, and I would draw their names out, and they would get an extra stone on me. I would go ahead and give them a stone.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard the saying, sometimes you have to spend money to make money? Yeah, most of us have, right? So sometimes when you're in a business where your business has plateaued, or you're new starting out and you're having trouble getting bookings, sometimes dangling a little carrot is all people need, right? Sometimes, I'm a carrot grabber. Like, if you dangle something in front of my face, I'm trying to grab it. So sometimes that's what people need. Sometimes, people need to see, again, that it's going to walk into their kitchen and cook for them. So my favorite thing that I've ever done for cookware, and if you're in my VIP group, you probably remember me doing this, was probably 6 months ago when they did cookware at 60% off then. And I made scrambled eggs in a pan. And have you guys, who's ever heard of Boomerang, an app called Boomerang? Okay, Boomerang is amazing, okay? It takes like 5-second little videos, and basically it bounces it backward and forward, and it looks really funny when it happens. But what I did with this Boomerang was I took a metal spatula, and I took a boomerang of me pulling back the eggs on the pan, and I said, hey, do you guys notice something in this pan? Didn't try to sell the pan, right? What was I pointing out to them?
That you use metal in the pan.
Exactly right. That I used metal utensil in a nonstick pan, and I booked 4 shows that month because of that one single post. I didn't ask for bookings, but I had people messaging me asking questions about the cookware at that point, and I booked shows because of it. So simple little things like that. Take your pan, make some eggs, or even take your pan and lay a piece of cheese in there and let it burn. And then show them that it's not stuck. You can literally pull your fingers and pull that cheese out of the pan. Who would be like, oh my gosh, I need that pan? That would be me. I'm a mom. I'm a mom of 4 kids. To me, that's a benefit, right? That's the things they want to see. They want to know that when I leave the house and my kids have to cook dinner, that they're not going to kill my pan. Okay? So I want you guys to think strategically. Thinking strategically and planning ahead is really the name of the game. So right now, all of your posting in your VIP groups, or if you don't have a VIP group and you're using your personal wall for your 20% of your posts, should be focused around your cookware and posting about cookware, okay? So recipes in your cookware, the benefits of your cookware, you using your cookware, you going live and talking about your cookware. Those are the ways that you get people attracted to needing our cookware to host a party with you in the month of April. Anybody want to add anything about that? Y'all gonna make me lose my voice tonight. Did somebody give you guys Benadryl before we got on here? Yeah, lots of it, I guess. Okay, so how many of you guys have used our new outline? Yes, 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 awesome. All right, who is loving our new outline? Yes, awesome. All right, so Gail, you have your hands raised. What kind of results have you had so far with the outline? Two $400 parties. Love it. And she earned her apron. Let's all do a little dance for Gail. Woo, woo, woo. Exactly. I love it. Okay, so this one I was really excited about. So Heather, my friend, Heather, tell them what you told me the other day when we talked, because Heather's basically at the point where she's kind of restarting her business, right? Kind of took a little break, kind of coming back to us, restarting. So tell us about your use with the outline right now.
Well, I did a spring relaunch kind of party. Chris said amazing. So the interaction on it was amazing. Like, I had people literally fighting over points because they wanted different products and just the questions that they were coming up with just to be able to get points for the comments and stuff. I booked one show off of it, which was like a success because I haven't been very successful with the virtual side of things. I love it. I mean, I even
the show qualified, right?
Yeah, the show qualified. So that was awesome because I was green by 15. I forget my train of thought now. Stop. Anybody want a husband? He's for sale.
No, I'll pass.
I even threw and did like personalized posts and stuff like that where I took pictures and posted some of us and our daughter, and just so much response from it. You know, it was just amazing.
So there's a difference between connecting with people and just, you know, kind of socializing with people, right? Would you guys say there's a difference between the two? You know, when you connect with people, it's on a personal level. And so in order to connect sometimes, especially when you're doing a virtual party, they need to see you. They need to, again, see the person behind the apron and not just see the products. They want to learn about you. And why do you guys think that is? Why do you think that people want to connect with you, the consultant, and not just check out a party for a week and then place an order? Why do you think that is?
The more they connect with you, the more they're going to trust you.
It goes back to trust, right? Everything in the sales world always goes back to trust. It goes back to getting them to drop their wall, getting them to pull the guard down, right? And the way that you do that is by making things personal. So it's the same thing with a cooking show. If I walked into someone's home, right, and did not tell them anything about myself, did not share anything about myself and my family and why I do this business, do you think people would want to order from me if I just ran up in the house, put my apron on, started cooking for them, talked products, and then expected them to order? Would you order from me if I did that?
Can we do a test run on that?
No, no, we're not doing that. But seriously, would you guys want to order from someone that really did not try to get to know you as a person?
No.
Or connect with you on a people level, right?
Yeah, you need to relate to them.
You have to relate. It's all about relating. Everything we do is a relationship business. That is what you chose to get into. It is a people business, okay? So we have to unfortunately deal with people. I'm so sorry. Yes, I know. It's not always the best of the worlds, but it is the world that we chose to be in. So, you know, that's why putting your face on some of those pictures is so important, though. You know, and it literally takes 5 minutes to take a couple pictures with a couple Pampered Chef products and, you know, find a place to put them in there. So I love that part of our outline. For me, I think that that's probably been the most successful piece of why the outline is working, other than the fact that every post is built around engagement and getting people to talk and have conversations. So me and Tiffany were having a conversation about this earlier today. And Tiffany, I want you to kind of, you know, start the conversation off with what we were talking about earlier.
Okay, so Becky asked me about what kind of things that we should train on tonight. So I was brainstorming yesterday a little bit, and I love this outline. Basically two things. One thing that she did post in the party or in our group earlier was the first thing, when you welcome people, she posted, you know, the welcoming post. If you guys are familiar with that, it pulls up all the names of who joined the party, and then she welcomes, because that kind of gives you, this outline doesn't have a roll call post in it, so it kind of takes the place of the roll call, so you get to know the people in the group and how they know the host, because you ask that question, how do you know the host under that? So I like that she did that. The second thing that I'm struggling with, and even though I'm a director, I struggle with things as well as you guys. So don't think that our business is perfect just because we have a title next to our names. Becky, like I said, created this great outline, but what I'm struggling with is I did my first 3 parties in the beginning of the month and didn't think about it. I'm in my second half of my parties right now, and I came across the post. The first one was the one after introducing Sarah. And the question underneath that post was, have you done direct sales? I have comments underneath this post, and I'm just not sure how to come back at my guest on how to answer or start the conversation with them about their businesses. Some of their business I never even heard of.
So let's stop there, Tiff. What would you guys, what kind of interaction are you guys getting on that post, first of all, and how are you responding to it?
Whenever I posted that one, I kind of was like, because I have direct sales friends that were in there, they basically took that as free advertising time for their business.
Yeah.
So I ended up, rookie mistake, ended up with like 2-paragraph comments from several people in the group that were just like, oh, I work for Scentsy, so to say, and Scentsy's great because I make this a month and all this other stuff. So I private messaged them and was just kind of like, hey, it's okay to be like, I'm so-and-so and this is what I do from home, but this isn't really your time to shine, like kind of nicer than that. But, I just kind of wanted to be like, simmer down a little bit and remember that you're a party, I'm here to do a job as well. So they, kind of backed off at that point. They didn't take themselves out of the party because they were 2 of the most active people in the party. So they were there. They placed orders with me. One girl booked a party with me without like the trade, how most people are, a book for you, book for me. Neither one of them asked me any of that. So, it's kind of hard talking to other DS reps because we all have the same mindset,
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with Heather, what you just said. It's not their time to shine. This question wasn't for them to promote their business. Becky, can I share my screen?
Yeah, and so
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you guys, because I have, of course, I have like 4 virtual parties going on right now that I just ran into that post the other day. So this is how I approach things, guys, okay? Everything that I'm doing is to start a conversation, okay? And that's what I want you guys to take away is every comment below a post, the way we as the consultant need to look at it is how can I get this person talking, right? Not just say, oh, you're a Mary Kay consultant, awesome, right? Because that doesn't continue a conversation. That stops a conversation. So here, we'll look at Tiffany's post. So what do we have?
So can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
So we have Jessica that says, I did Mary Kay. Okay.
So I haven't answered anything. This is how my party stands as right now, and I posted this, a day or so ago. So I kind of know what I want to say, but I kind of left it for this to talk about with everybody else because, I want feedback from you guys and how you would approach it, in your team or not your team, your groups, if you had these comments underneath. So the second person is the host. So,
which for me sends a red flag in my head. Okay. So so tell me first, if you guys had this in your parties, how would you respond? Or would you be the person that just doesn't respond because you're like, I don't know what to say?
I have this in my party right now, and I just posted that the other day, and I've had pretty much the same responses, but I didn't have like how that she spent all this money on her product or anything. But I responded to everybody that posted whatever they sold at, like if I liked or bought their product or whatever, but it kind of stopped there. But nobody's tried to take the limelight from the party to showboat or whatever. So for me,
Does anyone know how they would start or continue a conversation built around this?
With the one about her
Any of
spending
them.
all her profit.
So let's just go with Jessica. I did Mary Kay. How would you respond to that, Laura?
Me personally,
Yep.
I would want to know. I mean, I wouldn't put it on there, but I would ask her, why do you feel like she had to spend all her money on her product?
She's talking about Janet.
Janet. I would private message her that,
Okay.
but I wouldn't put it on I wouldn't have that conversation on there because you really don't know how that's going to go. Like if it'll go good, especially if you don't know the person. Now, if I knew the person, it would be different.
Yeah.
But you could, with you saying that though, that just sparked something in my head. Like me personally, I would say to Janet, the second one, how she said she spends all her profit on the products. I would say, girl, I know you're feeling because I love Pampered Chef so much. I would love to spend my paycheck and have everything in the catalog. But Pampered Chef offers, free stuff for me doing my business. I don't know, something like that.
Okay, so here's the problem with what you just said, though.
Okay.
You're making a statement and not asking a question. So if you make a statement, it stops the conversation.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you guys to remember that. That's the one thing that takes us to the next level of people getting to know you is asking questions. Okay, so we'll use this as an example. I did Mary Kay. My response and what I would put would be like, oh, wow, when did you sell Mary Kay? Hello? When did you sell Mary Kay? And why would I ask that question? I'm really just asking that question to get a response back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because then I can ask another question. And then I can ask another question. So, I sold Avon many years ago and not for long. I spent all my profit on their products. Oh my gosh, that sounds exactly like me. You should see my garage. How long did you sell Avon for? Okay. The Avon, Tupperware, Princess House, Stanley Products, and Shackley. Oh my gosh, looks like you've had some direct sale fun. How long ago did you sell any of those? Or, when was the last time you sold any of the direct sale products? And I currently sell Scentsy and have for 8 years. Tried Norwex for a couple months, but didn't work for me. My mom sold Pampered Chef for a while. How would you guys answer that one? What would you guys say for that one? Because if she sold Scentsy for 8 years, right, she is comfortable in her business. She loves what she does, and you're not going to change her mind about what she does.
But
right?
she's also looking for an opportunity because she's tried Norwex.
Exactly.
Norwex or whatever that is and stuff. So it looks like she's open for like another possibility. So like, I don't know. I see that as an opening.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Jackie. Absolutely agree with you.
So what would you come back with?
I would say, oh my gosh, 8 years, really? I've sold Pampered Chef now for 8 years. So what didn't work out with Norwex?
Yeah. Why didn't it work?
Why didn't Norwex work for you?
And then how would you come back with okay, so she responds to that, whatever it may be, and then how would you lead into her mom selling Pampered Chef?
So exactly what I would do would be, so with your mom selling Pampered Chef, is your kitchen completely stocked?
Yeah.
Okay. So
this sparks a memory for me because I think this is how you got me to sign up. I'm pretty sure this is how it worked because you posted something like this. I said I've sold it before. And you told me I should join in right now because of the kit because I have almost everything in the book. You remember that? Yeah,
Yvonne, she's good. She's good. She's slick. She's slick, Yvonne.
Yeah, she's good.
What is my nickname, team?
Big Boss?
The word ninja. So let's go to another post, Tiffany. Go to.
All right, hold on 1 second.
And I know we might run over. It's 9:07. We normally end at 9:30 because our team meetings are normally an hour and a half. If you have to go at 9:30, I understand. If you want to hang out, you totally can do that too. But I think it's worth us having these conversations and you guys seeing exactly what we should be doing underneath the picture of the party. Oh, there went my husband. You guys see him? He was like a ninja. Like a goat. He just ghosted me. Because so many times what I've seen is that we do virtual parties, and the reason we don't have great success with them is because, okay, so Sally Sue says, oh my gosh, I love the Rock Crock. And we as a consultant say, yeah, me too. Okay, that's not keeping a conversation going, right? That's not offering any value to that customer. So what would Becky's response be? Becky's response would be like, oh my gosh, you have the deep covered baker. What's your favorite recipe to do in it? Okay. And when they come back and say, oh, well, because I just had this happen actually. Oh, well, I've only done 1 or 2 recipes in it because I don't know what to make. Hello? Hello? Hi, I'm your new best friend. Hello. Because what does Becky do? Becky says, oh my gosh, when you bought your deep covered baker, didn't the consultant send you the e-cookbook? Hey, let me send you a friend request and I'll private message you and send you a cookbook. Okay, now what have I done by doing that, guys?
Start a new relationship.
Exactly. She's now my friend, right? She's actually going to be my best friend at dinner time. And third, now I'm having a private conversation outside of the group with her. I've opened a door. It's like I rung the doorbell, ding, ding, and she opened the door, and now I've walked into her house.
Hello.
Hello, new best friend, right here. Okay, so Tiffany, go to the poll post.
Oh, I went to the meal plan.
Oh, okay.
Which one? What poll?
The day one, the Thursday poll post. The one that says like, keep going, keep going.
Oh, this is the post that I was talking about earlier, the welcome post to welcome all the names.
Yeah, and so
then
what we're doing with this is up on the right-hand side of your groups, when new people join the group, it says you have 4 new members, right, on the top right-hand side. And if you click that post that says write post, I'm just taking whatever the first post of the day is, and I'm clicking write post, and I'm copying and pasting the words from that post into that. Tiffany did it a little bit differently, but I'm whatever the first post, because you have people joining all the time, right? When you're doing a virtual party, like you'll have 3 or 4. And so I just welcome them the first thing in the morning with the first post, and it tags them all down on the bottom. Hello, I'm just drawing attention to the first post, which is awesome. All right, yeah, keep scrolling down. This one. All right, well, we could do this one.
That's the kids' post.
Yep, we could do this one.
So I did, wait, hold on, that doesn't have the whole post in it. That's the one. That's the one I made. Well, I did it.
It's personalized.
Yeah, you want that one?
My daughter.
I did, because in this one I put, I said.
We're running out of time.
Okay. What do you want?
The very first post. Keep going. Keep going.
This one?
Right there. Yes.
Okay.
So this is your starting the party, okay? And this really, your first day of the party is where you need to have as many conversations as possible, because you're immediately getting people to let down the guard, okay, to get to know you. So go down to your comments for me. Okay. So. All right, because we don't know how to respond to it, right? So we have chosen all these letters, D, C, B, A. And what do we do with them? As a consultant, do we just like them and love them? Or do we comment to them? And if so, how do we comment to them? So I'll tell you what I do. In my parties, what I do, if they're an A or a B on this post, I say, so hey, Carrie, so let's go with Carrie. Carrie chose D, right? So D is what is this thing you call meal prep? So she has no idea what meal prep is, right? So what I say is, oh my gosh, Carrie, do you not meal prep because you're too busy? Okay, let's go to the next person, the C person. I make a plan, but never do anything with it. Oh my gosh, Sharon. So you make a plan, which tells me you want to meal prep, but you don't do it. Is that because you work crazy hours at work? Okay. So if you go down, keep going down to a B or an A. Okay. So Jessica says A. She is a kitchen ninja. Okay. So Jessica, what's your favorite thing to meal prep during the week? And I would say that for B also, that says that they prep 1 to 2 times a week. Now, I want to ask you guys this. Why do I ask those questions in particular?
Starts a conversation. It gets personal.
Yes. So it also, in their mind, it's like, hey, this chick wants to help me out, right? If you're that B or the C or the D person that wants to meal prep but not meal prepping, she's like asking me questions because she really wants to help me, okay? Or if you're the A or the B, what you're doing when you ask that question of what's your favorite meal tips or, what things do you like to prep ahead, those people that are C's or D's are reading the posts in there, okay? They're reading all the comments. So you're adding value to this party because other people are now doing the job for you by commenting with their favorite meal prep ideas. Okay, and remember, who do we trust first? Do we trust the people in a party first, or do we trust the consultant? People first, right? We always trust the people first.
Plus, too, with you just saying that, if they say or they feel more comfortable with you by you asking them questions and wanting to help them, then they are going to more than likely turn around and ask you questions as far as suggestions on what products will help them fill their kitchen and their needs.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
But the one where I said meal prep, and this one I completely forgot about. It was the host coaching post of the host posting what meal, and that's the ones I had actual comments under as well of what they do.
So go back up to that post then. Let's check that post out. Because I'll tell you guys, the more that you can layer in value into your parties, that's why they book a show with you. Okay? Because when you're taking this outline that already has a ton of great meal prep ideas, and you're also giving them extra value because other people are now commenting and offering their own opinions and takes on things, they're going to want to see what does Jackie have to offer next party if I book one, right? What else can I learn from Jackie? Okay, so Deborah says, I used to when my children were younger and home, but not with just 2 of us. We tend to eat out more. Deborah, did you want to change that and cook together? He works 3rd and I work 10, blah, 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 blah. He is and always has been a very picky eater. Okay, so time is of the essence, so I might suggest the quick cooker for either of you to prepare a meal ahead. Perfect, Tiffany, because you're recommending a product to them, right? Mm-hmm. So the only thing that I would have done differently is I would have added a picture of the quick cooker with your comment.
Well, I did say stay tuned because it's coming up this week.
Yeah, but anytime I recommend something, I always put a product there. And the place that I grab it from, guys, is I will go onto the mobile app and I will screenshot it from there because it gives the product, it gives the price, and it also gives a little snippet of information there.
Yep.
And so I'll use that screenshot to post in here.
Because the next question is, how much is that going to be?
Yeah, exactly. So you're answering the question ahead of time.
So then here's the other questions too.
Okay. I plan to meal plan. Does that count? Doesn't always work out though. So again, Tiffany, I would go back to the question. So what stops you from meal planning? Is it your work schedule? Mm-hmm. So the next person, I meal plan each week. It makes things better for our family and sticking with eating healthier. Oh my gosh, Jessica, what is your favorite thing to meal prep?
She's the ninja, the one that you talked about.
So yeah, exactly. Since you didn't respond to it on the other post, I would ask.
I can do it.
Yep.
Okay.
I would love to meal plan more, sometimes able to get things together, but then blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So again, it's just, I would ask questions of every single last one of these people in some way, shape, or form. And then what I would recommend you doing, because you have a lot of comments on here already, is do a regular comment of yourself on here that says, guys, I'm having so much fun with you guys. If you love all of the, meal prep ideas that you've seen so far, you can, I have a private group that you can join using this link where you can get more meal prep ideas. And again, it's just going to drive customers then to your VIP group.
Well, I guess my question to you was, my struggle was I don't meal prep myself. So giving suggestions to somebody else when I don't do meal prep, it's hard.
And that's why I'm saying to have your customers do it, Tiffany. Okay? We don't always have to be the expert at everything, because our customers also bring so much value to the table for us. Okay, so we don't always have to be the expert in the room on every single thing. It's okay to not know what you don't know. But then you could be the other extreme and fake it till you make it, right?
True.
I mean, it really depends on which way you want to go with that. But I mean, okay, so the quick cooker, I make hard-boiled eggs in 5 minutes in the quick cooker, right? That's a great tip for a lot of people because people are clean eating, A lot of people prep eggs ahead of time, and most of them boil them, and it takes 15 minutes. So if I can sell them a tool that does it in 5 minutes, then bonus points, right? Just bonus points. So any other questions that you guys have on the outline or utilizing the outline? Did everybody learn a little something about a new way to use the outline, something you haven't done yet? Yeah? Heather says yes. Good. Mike says yes. Sweet.
Can't see Beth, Gail, Angie.
So that's really, though, guys, that's really what's going to get those conversations going. Now, another thing that I would really strongly recommend is when you're having conversations with people, like you've had conversations, it's been on multiple posts, send them a friend request, okay? Why do you guys think that I say send them a friend request?
Because they know you want to try and get more on a personal level.
Right. Again, I'm going to expose them to the other side of my life, right, which is me behind the apron. The other reason is going forward in the party. So if you've had all these conversations in the first and the second day, I've been starting to send out friend requests on day 2 after I've had a lot of really good conversations, because guess what happens then? When you're posting, they're getting the notifications because now they're your friend. Let them make the decision of whether they want to be your friend on Facebook or not. Not really a big deal. If they don't, they don't. It's not a big deal. There's no lost feelings there, right? But if they say yes, then that means that they want more. They want to get to know you, obviously, if they're saying yes to a friend request. But really, it's going to help drive traffic then to that Facebook party in a whole nother way, because, again, they're going to see your posts where we know that the host, when she posts, they see it because they're friends. Now you have that added value when you got 5 or 10 new people that have now become your friends. They're also seeing every single post that you're posting right now. You're going to get more interaction from them, which means that other people are then also going to interact more. Okay. And the other thing that it opens up to is then sending them a private message and saying, hey, Mike, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. How are you enjoying the party so far? Just conversations, guys. That's all it is. It's a conversation. If they look at it, read it, and don't respond, moving on. It's all good. My feelings aren't hurt. But what if I message Yvonne and I'm like, hey, Yvonne, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. How are you enjoying the party so far? And what if Yvonne says, oh my gosh, I'm loving it. I would really love to host a show with you. Hello? Are any of us going to cry when she says she wants to book a party? No. Now, I know some of us are going to have hesitations with adding people that we have no idea who they are, right? You're like, oh my God, you want me to send friend requests out to people that I have no idea who these people are? Guys, when you post stuff on your personal wall that you can choose who sees that post and who doesn't see that post, right? Mm-hmm. And so what I would do if you start doing this is you can actually categorize people. So you could make Mike, he's my new friend, and make a category for Pampered Chef. And so when I post, I can change that privacy to Pampered Chef if I just want those Pampered Chef peeps to see it. Or if I don't want them to see it, I could be like friends only or, whatever, one of the other category settings that are there. So if you have hesitations, there's a way around it. There's always a way around it. Okay. But I'm telling you, it will open new doors for you. Do you guys believe me? Am I believable? I mean, I've done this for a while, just a couple years. Just a couple. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is some reminders for you guys. First of all, if you are new to the team page, in the events section of our team page, we have events already on there for like all of April stuff. So our April recipe night, our April team meetings posted on there, there's lots of other things like national conferences on there, blah, blah, blah. You should all be invited. If you're not, let me know and I'll add you to it because some of you guys are new. I may have missed you. So please just do me the favor. And every time there's an event, you're not hurting my feelings. Okay. If you say no, you can't be at something. Becky, I promise you, is not crying. Okay. You're not hurting my feelings if you say no, Becky, I can't come. But it does hurt my feelings if you don't respond. Okay. And only because it takes 2 seconds. It literally takes 2 seconds to say yes, maybe, or no. Can't go. And either way you go, you're not hurting my feelings. Okay. But at times I'm like, well, crap, because it shows me if you've seen it or not, and if you've seen it, and then I'm like, well, crap, they seen it, but they didn't say anything. So I don't know if I pissed them off. Have I made them upset? Like, have I done something? So just if you're invited to something, just take a second and answer it. And if you don't know right now, that's not a big deal. But as we get closer to the date, if you guys could respond, I would really, really appreciate it.
And of course, if you say yes now and something comes up, like Brooke wanted to be on tonight, but she was called into work and she couldn't make it. So of course her answer changed. So
she sent me a message.
Just answer.
She sent me a message. So it's not really a big deal. Life is going to happen to all of us. Every single last one of us. I mean, me, last month, recipe night, I had to cancel recipe night because I was sick. I don't cancel anything. I'm not a cancel person. So if I canceled a team training, this mama was in bed sick. Like she was not, nothing was happening there. So just take a second though, and just make sure, that you check the events. And again, every event that's coming up is going to be on the team document there for you. But it's also, there's an event created within our team page there for you. National conference, I want to talk about that real quick and we're almost done. So national conference, guys, is in the month of July. It's in Chicago where it's every single year. There is an event created for it. Of course, my flight will be different. Like I go in a day early and I leave a day late. And normally the team does that as well because we go in together and we kind of leave together. For those of you guys that are interested in national conference, housing and registration will open up on April the 8th. Okay. So you guys can be looking for that. I'm super excited. I'm always excited because conference is a blast every single year. If you've gone to it, you know the value of going to conference because you learn until your brain is ready to explode. If you, however, are not going to go to national conference with us and would like another opportunity, and are local to me, the Shippensburg Fair here in the town I live is also the same week of conference this year. So they moved conference back a week, which falls on the fair week for me here, where I've done for the last 7 years. So every year I always use it as a team opportunity and let you guys come and help, set up, you help, pay the fee, blah, blah, blah. So if you're not planning on going to national conference, but would like to help with the fair while I'm gone, just shoot me a message and I'll send you more information. Okay. Doing vendor events like this one, I don't recommend a lot of events because you're going to run into a lot of events that are first-time events and you're really not going to have value because they don't have the money to advertise, blah, 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 blah. You're going to spend $20 on a space and you're not going to make anything out of it. But this fair has been running for over 100 years, okay? It's a well-attended event every single year. I have set up for 7 years, so my customers come to that table. They know we're there every single year. So if you're looking for an opportunity and you're not going to conference, just send me a message and I will, you guys can help be a part of running the fair while I'm gone that week. Okay. Because I don't want to lose my space. I've had it for 7 years. And I don't want to lose the space. But I can't, if I'm not here and I'm in Chicago, obviously I can't do a table from Chicago. That'd be kind of interesting. I wonder if it's possible. Probably not. But just let me know if you're interested. Like I know Heather has already said that she wants to help out with it. So that was for all of our local peeps. We have 2 minutes left. How in the heck did I do that? Whew. I'm tired. Does anyone have any questions at all? No questions? Did anyone learn anything tonight? A little something? All right. So I want everybody to tell me one thing that you learned, and then we're going to end. I know everybody's going to hide now. They're like, oh, gosh. Oh.
Okay, make sure that you always ask a question so that you can keep the dialogue going.
Yes. Bam. Love that one. All right, Jackie and Mike, you're next on my screen, so I'm picking on you. What'd you learn?
Okay. Damn it.
Don't make me spit on my computer.
Well, I actually learned that the WOLFPACK team doc is always updated.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I learned that one too. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I updated it. I posted the other day that I updated it. But
I probably saw it, but one of those busy times where you scroll through and...
He's been taking care of everything because I've been sick since Wednesday. So.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get myself on a schedule with updating it. So you can expect the way that I'm going to update it is the 15th of the month, I'm going to post the new words. Okay, so there'll be new virtual party words, booking, basically the booking words, okay, will be there for the next month. So like April 15th, you should see words for May bookings. That makes sense? Yeah. And then the last 2 days of March, you're going to see, last 2 days of March and going into like April 1st, you'll see all of the specials come in, so any kind of like, the recruiting special, the host and the guest special, any kind of consultant promotions will be posted on there. And then of course I'll update like with all of the next month's, team events too. Okay. So they'll all be listed. So I'm trying to do it like the 15th and then the end of the month. Okay. But I'll also repost that document so you guys know it's been updated. And then I'm going to highlight anything that's been updated in red. So, with like little arrows to point what I've changed and what, what's new in there. I really think it's a great resource. I'm serious. Like there's so much information packed in there. So, all right, Ashley, what'd you learn? You're brand new. Is your brain ready to explode?
Uh-huh.
Yay!
Well, I learned a lot, but I guess just knowing the hard selling, the soft selling, and because like going through the outline, because she turned it over to me, well, I guess last night, today, just kind of noticing the different, like the wording and how it's more of an informative, like this is what it is, not, oh, hey, you need to buy this.
Exactly. Yep.
So just, learning how to talk to people like that.
Yeah. And so one thing I did fail to mention, Ashley, that we started talking about earlier was timing. Okay. So timing for posting.
And that too.
Yeah. So timing for posting is really important. And those of you guys that are brand new, and when you look at the outline and you're like, oh my God, she wants me to post like 7 times a day. Posting 7 times a day or 6 times a day is really important. Because that's what their customers actually prefer. And it's from surveys that home office has sent out to customers. I mean, you're talking a lot of customers have answered these questions, and that's their preference as far as how many times a day to post. Now, I want you to be strategic of when you're posting though. So you have to go with the high traffic times of Facebook and when people are actually on Facebook. So the way Becky posts is I change my banner first thing in the morning. So normally, 9:30, 10 o'clock, right around there. My first post is normally about 11:30 or 12 o'clock. So people are typically going to lunch at that point. Okay. If there are people that are working. I normally post around 3 o'clock again. And then I go 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. Okay. So it's all strategic. Everything we do with virtual parties, as you've now seen with wording, is all strategic. It's all about getting people to comment. So if I'm going to put the time and energy into posting, I want to make sure that the time that I'm posting is when people are actually going to be on Facebook. That makes sense? Okay. So the timing is really, really important. I'm so excited, Ashley. You're just she's so cute. She reminds me of Maddie so much. Except Ashley's a little bit more outgoing than Maddie. Okay, so Gail says how to respond to the poll questions by asking questions, and that the team doc is in the announcements. Awesome. All right, Heather, what was your takeaway?
Definitely the timing of the posting, because I was going to ask you that, because I usually do, like, I start at 9 a.m. because I go to work at 7, so usually around my first break. So that really helps me break it down of when people are actually on Facebook versus me.
Yes, exactly.
So, trapped somewhere for 10 hours. Another thing is just planning ahead. Like, I'm not very strategic in what I'm posting. I just kind of like, oh crap, I haven't posted today, so let me just throw something in there real quick. So definitely gonna be planning out some more posts.
Yeah.
Remember, you could also do the scheduler.
Yeah.
So, like I work third shift, so my posting starts at changing the banner 11, first post at 11, then I do like 2 hours in between, and then it's usually like 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is like my cutoff.
Yep.
But I'm at work. So if I have posts that I have to make in between that 6 and 9 o'clock area, I schedule them.
Everything's scheduled. Yeah.
Yep.
So like for me, I have 4 virtual parties. I had 2 cooking shows this weekend. I know I'm not going to be home for like 6 hours at a time. So, it's great because I'm like, I'm a ninja. Like I'm working, I have 4 virtual parties going on right now, and I'm at a cooking show. I'm making money on money. It's great. Right. And I'm not even sitting there posting it. Facebook's doing it for free for me. Thank you, Facebook.
Now, just a little tip. Facebook had just done a big, breakdown overhaul on an Android. I can't speak for iPhone, but it used to show the scheduled post. It does not show that as of now anymore, but it does show it on the laptop. So, so I don't know if it's showing on your iPhone, Beck, but you might want to check that out.
It is, girl.
Okay. But it's not showing it on Android. So don't fear that it's not just because you schedule it. Shut up, Becky. Just because you don't see it on your phone does not mean it's not there. Because I actually went to my laptop to look and it said, scheduled posts. So I'm not sure what the friction is with the Androids, why it's not, because I couldn't find it anywhere. Shut up, Becky.
I'll never buy one.
It's the Android iPhone war.
Always, always, always.
I got you back.
Hey, you know what, Ashley? She didn't even have scheduler until this year, so I don't even want to hear it.
Hey, she's got me on. It's going to help tomorrow when I work.
It helps so much, guys. I'm telling you.
It does.
A lot of people are fearful with doing virtual parties for that reason, because they're like, I'm going to be at work. How am I going to post? How am I going to do all this? Blah, 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 blah. Your mind's ready to explode because you're thinking like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I can't post on my party. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's free. Yes, you can. And guess what? If you're a brand new consultant and you have no idea what I'm talking about, where should you go? To the team doc, to the section that says new consultant training, because guess what's right there for you? There's a video of how to use Facebook Scheduler. Thank you, Becky. You're welcome. I think the coffee's kicking in and the Diet Pepsi. Jackie, hush up.
Caffeine overload.
All right, Laura, what's your takeaway? So much fun. I love you guys.
Mine was the same thing about asking questions. So say that my party's already started, and some of the stuff I didn't post on, I didn't question them. Would it be okay to go back or just leave it?
No, go back.
Go back and
why not
ask questions?
Absolutely. Okay. Yep. Because guess what? Even if you're a pampered chef consultant, life happens, right?
You're pampered, not perfect.
So would it be the end of the world if I was gone all day long today? I posted, scheduler posted all day long. I didn't have a chance because I was way too exhausted when I got home. and I crashed. And tomorrow morning I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I did not comment on anybody's post yesterday. Is it too late for me to go back? No.
I mean, I commented, but I didn't comment with a question.
Yeah, so go back and question. No big deal, right? Because we're learning every single day of our lives. And the day we stop learning is the day that we might as well stop. So, we're always learning. We're always learning and growing. When you're learning, you're growing. And that's why these trainings are so important for you guys because, I mean, think about it. Had you not heard what you've heard tonight, could it potentially change your party tomorrow? You know, if you go in and you start asking questions and building relationships. Now think about it. If you weren't here and didn't attend the meeting, you would have never heard it, right? So that's why these are important. It's really important for you guys to hear this stuff. Angie, what's your takeaway? She's ready for bed.
That is the same thing as pretty much everybody else, asking the questions, keep the conversation going. And I really liked what you said about the timing because I've always wondered about, you know, when to do it too.
Yeah.
So, and I know about the scheduler. I just wasn't sure, you know, when am I really supposed to do these posts?
Yes. So it's
so
all
I like that. Thanks.
You know? And it's the same thing, you know, guys, if you don't have any virtual parties going on right now and you have a VIP group, it's the same exact thing on your VIP group that we need to do in our virtual parties, right? So getting those conversations going, right? Just get them going. Asking the questions because some of those people you're not going to know about, right? You're going to have new people joining your group all the time. And the way that you get to know them is by asking questions. So it's just, you know, it's definitely what if you don't have virtual parties right now to implement it in your VIP group, you know, implement it in your Facebook wall, you know, get to know people on your Facebook wall. Maybe you've never really like had a conversation with. So Yvonne, our brand newest of newbies.
I'm here.
What did you learn?
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, the 2080 helps me a lot. I never thought about it like that. Asking questions, knowing that the team doc is in the announcement side, because every time I go in, I keep scrolling down to find it. But
love it.
A lot. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, good. Well, again, you know, that's what we're all about. I'm here, you know, not 24 hours a day because I do have to sleep once in a while. But I'm here to help you guys, you know, and Tiffany's here to help you guys be a success. Now this week, I will tell you that it's going to be a crazy busy week for me because tomorrow I'm working at the bowling alley to help my friend out. Tuesday, of course, what do I do on Tuesday nights? I bowl, right? So I have all day Tuesday if anybody needs calls with me. Wednesday and Thursday, I will not be available. I will be in Chicago for some special training with home office. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited. I could just scream. So I won't be back until Thursday night, really, really late. So you probably will not see or hear from me much. If you send me a message, I will try to get back with you, but just give me some time to respond because my training on Wednesday is 9.5 hours. And then my training on Thursday is like 8 hours. So I'll be kind of all involved with that. So if you can't get a hold of me, who do you need to call? Ghostbusters? I mean, Tiffany Staver? Yes. Or post on our team page, right? Because that's going to be your best resources. I am, however, going to try to record some new videos because I know Facebook and using Evernote for new consultants is kind of like mind-boggling. Like, you want me to do what with what? So I'm going to try to make a video of how I use the two of them together to show people how I save time because how many of you guys can do a dual screen on your computer? Everybody can. Did you guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to show you how I use my computer to literally post to a party in like 5 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to make a video to show you guys that. I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow evening and upload it just so, you know, some of you guys, it'll help you. It'll help you out a little bit. So does anybody have any questions at all? All right, my friends. Well, I will see you guys all soon. Have a great night, and thank you so much.
Becky, stay on for a minute.
Oh, no, I'm in trouble.
I know. Carolyn, too.